Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Children of Morta. In the last video, we began our adventure. Going down, investigating the worries that Margaret had, and discovering creatures sacrificing animals in the woods to infest them with some sort of strange corruption. Margaret believes that we need to investigate what lies beyond Mount Morta, or I think that's the name of the mountain. But to do that, we need to open a portal. We need to gather the spirits of Reye in order to do this. We attempted to get through the first part of the first dungeon within the Cablito Caves and failed. John was not strong enough, or I was not good enough to do so. We're now back here, everyone he has recovered, and we're going to go back down there and try Linda and see if she is any better at it. Every time we load into the game as well, everyone, one of our family members may have something that we can investigate or learn about. In this case, Margaret looks like she has something that we can look at. Let's see what she has to say, or what the narrator has to say about her.
She knew where it was coming from. Her ancestors had spoken of such corruption flooding down the mountain. But Grandma Margaret wanted to know what it was, and what needed to be done to destroy it.
Okay, everyone. I mentioned last time that the game is a roguelike, and we saw that we died fighting the boss. We must redo that level again, and hopefully this time we'll be strong enough to do so. Their webs litter the ground, walls, and ceilings. Back to the Silk Caverns for us. This time, we'll try Linda. Notice that she starts at skill level 0. So I'm going to be playing her at least once through this area, and possibly again to level her, because I want her at least to be the same level as John. Using her bow, Linda takes out her enemies from a distance. You can use the right stick to aim and shoot at the same time. She uses stamina to shoot while moving. Her stamina regenerates automatically when she doesn't move and shoot at the same time. Linda plays quite differently than John plays, as we're about to see. As long as you have a good room to maneuver, nothing will hopefully hit her. But she can be swarmed easily. Notice that she has 2 red bars compared to John's 1. She's able to dodge twice before she can't dodge again. Like John, you can attack with the bow automatically without using the right stick if you wish. Well, automatically is a weird thing to say. You can attack without using the right stick if you want, by just pressing X. She will automatically, I believe, target the closest enemy while doing so. Oh, not the closest enemy, but she'll target a random enemy, apparently. I will always be using the right stick. The bats tend to give me a great deal of trouble with John. They like to dodge just out of his reach and then hit me when I become too greedy. Well, that's interesting. I can shoot through that. But normally my shots are blocked. If there is a secret here, I do not know how to open it or get through to it. Oh, maybe it's just we can shoot to the right. Oh, maybe it's we're too close to the wall? Okay, we're too close to the wall, we can shoot through it. We can take Harmonize or Explosive Crescendo with her. I tend to like the active abilities in this game, so let's start with this. Loose an arrow skyward to fall upon Linda's enemies with explosive force. It'll do a little more damage than her normal shot will do, but strikes in an area. I don't, by the way, seem to be able to figure... I can't target that area. She'll shoot it automatically where she thinks is best. Ooh. That is actually a very dangerous skull. There's traps all around it. You can crit enemies as well sometimes in the game, doing eventually, I suppose, significantly more damage than your normal attack will do. I feel like with Linda, we have the better chance to actually utilize those totems. They seem to be like, the purple color makes me think that they're created or constructed with the same corruption that we saw infesting the forest earlier. Strange markings on the ground. The way that the god was shown to us, and the abilities I've seen used, makes me think that this world is not created with magic, but with science. There was one expression, any technology significantly advanced will be considered to be the same as magic. Reminds me of a game I played once a long time ago called Rise of Legends, one of the 3 races you could pick was a group of stranded aliens who acted as gods down on the planet. And their special abilities, you would see briefly them bring up like a user interface on their arm in order to access special powers that they had. But the special powers were effectively like magic. I really similar to like Stargate, for example. Morta, Mortars. 3 boulders fall from the sky, damaging enemies on impact. I've not had this one before. We'll have to try this, obviously, the next fight we're in. I also did not get a real good feel for whatever that arachnid ability was when we used it during the battle with the spider last time.
The halls of Lotaeri, so mesmerizing in their magnificence, were to be found at the end of a long road. And a hero never knows what is waiting them at the end of a road. Moving is more important than reaching.
That is a divinity shard. Oh, nope, that is a gem. Interesting. The spitting spiders are not really that dangerous to John, but very dangerous to Linda, because she absolutely must keep moving. A charm. Greater gemstone wrapping. Drop 3 gemstones. What stop? We should use it. To my knowledge, we do not get to keep the gemstones between dungeons. Oh, we leveled as well. So let's take Harmonize. Decreases the stamina Linda must consume while moving and shooting, increasing the duration she can perform. I think the duration increases, well, let's see. I'm guessing it went up 1.4 seconds. Essence of the Obelisk, another charm. Oh, wow! Gain the effect of a random Obelisk of Morta. Obelisks are these, I believe, they are the strange corrupted shrines we've been seeing around. I'll point one, there's one, right there. Currently, they are locked. A special event that can happen in this dungeon, though, will, or maybe not this dungeon, but somewhere in the caves, can unlock them. The shrines, when activated, will give you another buff, similar to the Divine Graces that we find, but different. I think they pull from a different pool of buffs, and they only last a limited time. So you'll see me use this before we fight the boss. This charm. I'm going to hold off on that at the moment. We haven't seen what happens when we hit one of those crystals. They stun you for a limited time. Lots of gemstones today.
The generis mushroom was vital to any concoction with the purpose of healing. While naturally poisonous, any skilled brewmaker could extract the important properties without danger.
So even though I've played for a few hours, everyone, I basically got nowhere. I beat the first boss. I then had unlocked another character. I ran that character through this dungeon that we're currently doing. And that's where I stopped. So I haven't seen most of what we're going to be encountering. And I did not save the pup. So basically what I'm saying is that actually, we're seeing some stuff I have not seen before even right now. And once we start the next dungeon, I fully expect that most of what will be available will be new. What we're going to see will be new. Spiral of Doom. Okay, this again. I'm going to stick with the Mortars this time around. I liked the Spiral of Doom, but this seems to be fitting for her, since she already has an ability that shoots things down from the sky. And we need another skill point before we can level up one of our abilities. Wow, that's a lot of them. As long as we have room to maneuver backwards, I don't see enemies giving us too much trouble with Linda. Boss rooms, though, will prove to be very difficult. Make sure that you don't pick up potions that you leave behind if you don't need them. Ooh. hello, what is that? A shaman. Ah! Dodged way too late. Oh, interesting. The poison slows you as well. Couldn't hit it earlier. So fast. Let's search the circle around here first. Oh, nice! The meteorite stuns them as well. Oh, a shaman's here. Oh, nice! And he can summon reinforcements. The exit room. We'll come back for this. There's more to her aerial attack, her AoE. I'm not sure what it is. As far as I can tell, she decides where it's best to use it. I suppose, though, it does function as artillery. So you can use it to target enemies who are behind walls and the like. Okay, let's grab Harmonize again. After spending enough skill points, each family member unlocks their own unique set of family traits. Family traits benefit all other family members as well. If a family member grows in power, so does the entire family. I must have forgotten to take John's 4th level skill. So Linda has unlocked, well, this. We move as one. The family that moves together stays together, increasing the entire family's movement speed. I love the way she rolls away. Yeah, I like that. She kicks her legs out. It's like she's cartwheeling rather than rolling.
What strange thing could have dragged Grandmother this far? The will of Rhea will flow in those still obelisks to aid the Guardians. This was the only thing Margaret silently whispered.
So Margaret has now unlocked our ability to access obelisks. Interesting. My first time through, this was not an event I got until the 3rd dungeon. Similar to the shrines in Diablo 2, most of these can only be used once. Notice that there is a timer on it. As the circle loses its color around the edges, the effect will fade.
Welcome, friend, the shopkeep greeted. But don't mind the occasional blood stain on the merchandise.
I think we'll take this charm for 2 of our gemstones. Oh, we could use a Divine Grace. Let's take ooh, poison or a companion? Let's grab Bladeslinger, a melee companion that fights by your side. Our buff is about to expire, so let's go and look for another shrine. And then we'll go and fight the boss. Shrines, their effects carry from level to level with you. So if we get a shrine here, we can actually take it with us to the boss. Greatly increases critical chance. Let's take it.
All 8 eyes studied the one so willing to walk into their own tomb.
Ooh, I'm out of stamina. That's useful to know. That they actually can drop potions.
Death slowly beckoned to bestow its peace.
Wow. Holy crap. If not for the potions that dropped, we would have lost that fight. That was lucky. I don't think I've ever seen potions drop during the battle.
The Bergson could go no further. The path blocked. The life crystal, as if filled to the brim with life, started to pulse. A way had opened, a step closer to the spirit at the heart of the caves. But before taking that step, caution dictated a return to home to inform the family of the newfound passage. Worried for the missing boy, Ben thought that maybe he should have hidden the daggers better. Margaret, in her wisdom, knew that nothing would have remained hidden from Kevin forever. Now, she only encouraged her son and his daughter to hurry and find him. Kevin returned from his saga with barely a scratch, yet he found no appreciation from his family, especially his father. Despite having Linda on his side, his father was still mad at him for endangering himself and worrying them all, including his pregnant mother. His favorite line, asking how he could be so inconsiderate. He wondered whether Uncle Ben would understand his bravery and initiative better. With his heroic act unrecognized, the young boy waited, frustrated, expecting more punishment. What Kevin had not expected was his parents' reaction. Heartened by his courage, his father was going to teach him the ways of battle, and his mother was far from the frail and always worried housewife she had seemed. A Bergson through and through, she gave him her blessing and asked only that he temper his courage with caution. Perhaps Uncle Ben was the happiest of them all. Not only had his nephew held his own in combat, but had done so with the weapons he had made for him. Kevin only wished his older brother Mark was there to witness his rise to the family calling.
Interesting, everyone.
Defeated, the Spider King had been removed from the path leading to the halls of Anaadiah, although the pestering of greedy goblins might still prove dangerous along the way. Uncle Ben was pointing out possible routes forward, speaking of the troubles pilgrims had run into in the lost trenches.
Whenever Margaret deciphers a tablet, Rhea reveals something new to the Bergensons. Given enough resources, she will then be able to strengthen the family.
The mysteries of the world were like open books to the wise, and words from the wise shall benefit man and beast.
Margaret's Book of Knowledge is now unlocked. She can discover ancient knowledge from reliefs and dungeons, and help the Bergensons through their journey. What are the Dread Valley spiders doing here? Those people shouldn't have come to the caves. Increases the efficiency of obelisk effects. So, we have money. Let's take this up a rank. The obelisk, all the obelisks will be improved by 50% more, I guess, buff benefit. I said interesting because when I failed the spider the second time with my other save slot, I got a cutscene about Kevin and how he was really hoping to contribute to the family and was going to find a way to prove himself. I guess that because we beat the spider, that means that Kevin should be unlocked at that time. And Kevin probably becomes unlocked after some time, even if you don't defeat the spider. Kevin is now available in the character selection. He has learned the ways of the assassin. Precision upgrade is now unlocked. The Obelisk of Remembrance upgrade was unlocked, and Ben can upgrade and enhance the Bergensons' equipment. Let's first make sure no one has anything else to say, and then I think we'll do one more. We will redo the dungeon we had just done, but with Kevin. First, though, we do have someone. Mary looks like she has something else to talk to us about.
A mother away from her child would cause worry even in the best of times. And this was far from the best of times. It had been more than a year since Mark, Mary's eldest son, had gone to live in the monastery deep in the forest. The same forest was now the source of such worrying news.
We have a little money left, so we might as well upgrade the workshop, or rather our equipment. Increases the Bergensons' critical chance. Let's take this up a rank, going from 3% to 5%. And we'll grab more armor. Let's go ahead and see what Kevin is capable of. This is the dungeon we need to do next. Oh, I see, the second of the 3 locations here in the Caldipo Caves. But I want to level Kevin a bit, so we'll try the Silk Caverns again. Their webs litter the ground, walls, and ceilings. Kevin is quick and stealthy. With each hit, he stacks Frenzy. The more Frenzy he has, the quicker his attacks become. The color of the Frenzy bar changes to represent the amount of Frenzy. Frenzy depletes over time. So unlike the others, which have Stamina, which is consumed upon blocking or for John, or moving and shooting with Linda, Kevin doesn't start with any Stamina. Instead, his stamina bar is his frenzy bar. I've only used him once, and I really like Kevin. He's fragile, not as many hit points as his father, more hit points than his sister. However, he does impressive amounts of damage with Frenzy. Notice as well that he has 3 dodge stamina. His attacks are very short range, though.
Bergsons had to do something about the foulness that blocked Rhea's light.
Ring of Ambition. Corpses have less chance to get corrupted and spawn enemies. I did not realize that was a thing that even happens. That would explain the skeletons we see, though I have a... that's a charm as well. I have a hunch that that will come into play later on. In particular. We have a obelisk that full heals us, or at least it says it heals. I believe even barrels count towards your frenzy meter. Oh, we leveled. Fan of Knives. Release a flurry of knives in all directions around Kevin. Frenzy. Successful attacks stack together, sending Kevin into a focused frenzy, increasing attack speed. I believe this increases the duration that it lasts. I do, however, like unlocking at least one ability for us to use, so let's take Fan of Knives. Good for that guy trying to get around me. Significantly increases luck. If I see a bunch of enemies, sure, we'll take it. And we'll grab a point in Frenzy. That will make it so that Frenzy lasts a little longer. Lightning Enchantment. Primary attacks have a chance to inflict lightning damage. Looks like we left something untouched. Let's dash over there. I really like that most of the information you want to see is displayed right near your character on screen. I don't have to generally look over at Kevin's information on the left. Oh, is that really it? That's really it. You'll note, by the way, that the merchant accepted gemstones, not Morta, as the form of currency he wished. You'll have to choose between using those gemstones to purchase upgrades that could help you later on, during the dungeon, or possibly money. Level 3. We need another level in order to take another one of our skills, our rank 1 skills. Ace's Contingency. Chance to throw an axe while attacking. I'm coming back for the speed when it's time to fight the boss. Ah, right into that, Tim. Ooh! Notice that the monsters do not set off the traps, but they can be harmed by them. No life. You're not doing so well, Tim. I don't know if we can handle a blue room. We're very close to not making it with him. Receive more experience for a limited duration. I guess we should take this. Oh, Tim, this is the trap hallway. Actually, the blue room might be the merchant, so we need to check, because he sells healing potions if it's him. You can't keep the gems with you when you go. And unless I want to admit that Kevin's not going to make it. We should keep trying to make more progress. Ah! Man, the spiders are good at timing their spit to always hit me. Not good enough, Tim. You need to do a lot better than that.
As the conversation turned to the progress of the corruption, Mary was curious to know which village had been attacked this time. However, that worry gave way to panic when Lucy entered. Poor beasts, all slaughtered. Maybe something had infected them. The corruption was on their doorstep now.
Okay. Well, we have a tiny bit of cash. Let's grab more armor. I apparently need the life pretty badly. We'll check to see if anyone has anything to say, or rather if we can learn anything about the characters. And we can learn about Margaret a little bit more.
Margaret knew full well that signs and symbols were seldom obvious and never direct. She was certain that the cause of the corruption would be difficult to discover.
Okay, let's read 2 more entries from the library, and then that will do it for this section, everyone. This time we'll read about Kevin and Linda, since we have both of them unlocked as well. All of Linda's hopes and dreams in life manifest in one thing: music. She spent her childhood in the old Barra Hut, a place known for its vibrant celebrations and festivals. The first time they went to the Grape Festival, she became so mesmerized by the playing of a street fiddler that she forgot her mother Mary and younger brother Mark, and started following him through the throngs. As soon as she realized that she had lost her family, she started crying so hard that the fiddler had to give her his violin as a plaything to calm the young girl down. By the time Mary found her, she had succeeded in playing her first piece. Surprised her passion and her talent, the musician left the fiddle for her, a gift that started her on the path to becoming a musician. On a different note, after the family left Barra Hut for their current home, her father John taught her a different kind of bow. She found a strange connection between archery and playing the violin. Otherwise, as Margaret has observed, she never would have picked up the former as well as the latter. She loves her music so much that hardly an evening passes that the Bergensons are left unentertained by her tunes. Kevin has no interest in knowing what it is that is going to happen, but to make it happen himself. This takes a will and a bullheadedness that, according to Uncle Ben, he has directly inherited from his grandfather Adam. The night he was born, a lightning storm that many still remember to this day raged outside. Mary was at the end of a very difficult pregnancy and going through an even more difficult birth. His father still hadn't returned from his month-long search after Grandpa Adam in the Caladipo caves. Kevin barely drank any milk during his first days of life, and he cried almost constantly, until his father returned, and he finally stopped and accepted suckle. He was brave even as a baby, almost too brave, bordering on foolhardy, a trait he still keeps to this day, and caused his grandmother Margaret to advise John against training him in fighting with weapons. He loves exploring the forests around their home, and finding and cultivating weird mushrooms and rare plants. Okay everyone, and that will do it for us. Thank you guys for watching. When we come back, I think we'll try the next map. We'll try it with John first, then Kevin, and, well, we'll move on from then. Right there. Thank you all for watching, and take care everyone. I'll see you in the next one.